Hey everybody, I've got some good LED lights already on the Nada Rubicon, but after going off-roading in the dark a few times, I realized that even though I had good lighting coverage directly in front of me and slightly off to the side, if I was making a turn either direction, I'd be going right into the dark, and I couldn't really see anything that was far off to the side. I have these adjusted a little bit toward the outside so that they sort of light up the side of the trail, but far off to the extreme left or right, I was just driving blind. So for a while now, I've been wanting some side shooters that I could aim right out directly left or right of me. So today I'm going to be installing these 4-inch 18-watt Nilight LED pods. Now these are the floodlight version, not the spotlight version. I'm going to put 2 in the front on the side, and I'm going to mount 2 on the rear bumper. And they'll be mounted not straight back, but sort of the same way that I'm doing up here in the front, slightly off to the side, so that I'm lighting a little bit behind me and off to all of the sides. The good people at Nilight did send me these at no charge in return for a full review, and it will be an honest review. So far, I like them. They look good. They're good quality construction. They come with complete instructions. Installation looks pretty easy. Should be no more than drilling a couple of holes and finding a good spot to put them, and then wiring them up. Now, I'm going to be using an S-Pod to hook into so that I can easily switch them on or off. If you're not using an S-Pod, you'll also need to order the wiring harness that comes with them. That makes it easier to get them wired up. By the way, if you're not using an S-Pod, your life is not complete. If you do a lot of wiring and aren't very good at wiring and electrical like I am, or am not, the S-Pod makes everything just much easier. All you need is 2 wires right into the S-Pod controller, and you're done. It's really easy. I'm going to put a link to the S-Pod as well as these Nilights in the information section down below so you can check them all out. So I've read through the instructions. Installation looks pretty simple, so let's get started. And we're all done. Now all we have to do is wait for it to get dark and go check them out.
All right, so I've had these LEDs installed now for a little over a week. I've taken them out on the trail a little bit at night. I've washed them, they've gotten wet. I've used them a couple of times, and I really do like them. I got a chance finally to go up into the hills above where I live and get a little bit of video of the sort of pattern that they throw and how bright they are. It's really hard to show on video how good lights work, so you have to take my word for it. These little lights are really good. The thing that I like most about them is that the set of 4 that I got, the 4-piece 18-watt each set, are really cheap. They're only about $30 for the 4 of them, which is about a quarter of what I paid for my 2 big lights that I run up on front. So they're really inexpensive, and actually there's a code that I'll put in the information in the link down below, a coupon code that you can use to get even a couple dollars off if you order them and use that coupon code. So that's what I like the most about them, is how inexpensive they are. They've got they have a good pattern. I got the floods. I didn't want the spots because those are going to throw just a little pencil beam that for me I wouldn't like. Like I said, I mounted them pointing off to the sides, so it was kind of hard to get the video showing how well they light up, but they do a great job. Some of the things I like about them, they've got a 2-year warranty, which for me is good because, my fear is that they're going to get wet or get some water in them or something a year from now, and that they won't be in warranty. So that's important for me, at least. They are rugged and sturdy. They're not cheap. They don't feel like toys. They're good, solid aluminum. I really like the mounting brackets that are on them. They let you swivel and aim them in basically any direction that you want. So you can mount them and turn them this way. You can move them up and down. It's really nice. I really like that. And something that my other LEDs that I paid 3 or 4 times more for, 5 times more for, don't even have that. As claimed, they seem to be waterproof. I've washed the Jeep twice, and I was extra careful to spray the hose all over them and douse them as well as I could with the high pressure water. I see no seepage or anything at all like that. So I'm not worried about them getting wet in the rain or if I go through mud or anything, although I don't like mud. I try to stay away from it, but at least I'm not worried about those lights getting wet or having a problem. They also don't seem to get hot at all. Both sets of my other LEDs get pretty hot. And these don't generate much heat at all. Maybe it's the low wattage. So again, these are good, rugged little lights. They're bright. They're very bright. They're very inexpensive. I love the mount and the way that you can aim them any way you'd like. So I'd say these lights are great, especially for the price. Again, I paid 4 or 5 times more for my set of 2 a year or so ago. I don't think you can beat this deal. There is a link down below in the information section to check them out. There's a coupon code to get a couple dollars off if you order them. If you do end up buying a set, after you get them installed, please come back and leave a comment below and let me know how you like them.